you, Rich. Checking on Money Matters this morning. The sparse store shelves we saw early in the pandemic could be making a comeback.
And the airline industry is seeing a turnaround. Jane King joins us live from New York with those stories and more in this morning's Money Matters report. Good morning, Jane.
Good morning.
Hi, Bruce and Jen. And let me just also mention the Dow's pointing about a 250-point gain here today after Russia said it has a COVID vaccine. So we are seeing a boost in global stock markets, although some health authorities saying it's only been tested on a few hundred people. But overall, sentiment is positive on progress on a vaccine. Now, more than 800,000 people passed through U.S. checkpoints on Sunday at airports. That was the highest since mid-March. Now, despite the uptick, TSA traffic is still down about 70% from where it was a year ago. Airline shares, though, had their biggest percentage gains in weeks yesterday. Now, it has been a tough time for SeaWorld. Its revenue was down 96%. So revenue just $18 million. That compares with more than $400 million the same time a year ago. 7 company theme parks were partially open during the quarter, so they had about 98 days where they did business compared to 861 during the same period in 2019. Well, if the pandemic again forces public lockdowns, 53% of Americans say they will stockpile groceries as well as hygienic and school supplies. That's according to a survey by CPG Sales. Now, if shoppers polled, 38% said they did stock up on groceries at the start of this crisis and would do so again if things start to shut down. About another 15% said that they did not stock up at the beginning of this pandemic but would do so if there's another lockdown. And New York City has asked Apple to make it easier to unlock phones without removing face masks. The city says people, especially on the subway, are removing masks to access their phone. Now, Apple has made some changes to its software that allow users to access the passcode field immediately after they swipe up the bottom of the screen. But New York wants them to do more. Live from New York, I'm Jane King. Back to you, Bruce and Jen.
Yeah, you still have to type in the code, and I thought they were going to make it easier so that the facial recognition was more or less sensitive, but it's really not.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jane.
It's not working, I guess. So
Have a good day.
You.